Good morning. This is Kenetickarma, the channel, and I am Karen, and I welcome you. It's been a minute since I've been on. I've had some personal things to deal with in my life, such as major dental things going on, and so thankfully I got through it. I'm in the process of healing, and it's been very interesting. It felt like, so I have a, what they call gingeritis or gum disease. And I know it may be too much information for some of you, but I feel a need to share this with you. So my gums were infected, and so I had to have them cleaned out. And after the procedure, I felt like they were cleaned out. I felt like a lack of it was an ongoing low level, like uncomfortable sense or feeling that I had in my gums all the time. They were very sensitive, and sometimes my mouth ached. And now it just feels like it's in a state of balance, in a state of well-being, and I'm so grateful for that. But while I was letting go of whatever that toxicity was through the process of the dental cleaning, of the gums being cleaned out, I feel like it happened on several levels. It happened on a spiritual level as well as a physical level. And that's why I'm talking to you about it. So I've been feeling like I've been going through major, mega growth, like really fast. Since I've been on with you guys. And I've been moved to connect more with, for lack of a better word, the white girl in me. So as you may, clearly see, I'm not just one predominant or majority race. I'm kind of like mixed with a lot of different things, but basically from what I understand, indigenous Americans, Cherokee, African American, and white folk, from the South. I'm from North Carolina. And so lately I say that to say that, in my journey, my spiritual journey, I've always been heavily attuned to the Egyptian pantheon, the Egyptian stories and mythology and cards and so forth and so on. And that's where I got my initial connection to my spirituality, where I started to become awake, where I started to have initiations into the priesthood. It was through Egyptian studies, for lack of a better word. Now, recently I've been moved to connect with the Anglo-Saxon part of me, and I've got ruins. I've purchased ruins, and I have also purchased another type of an oracle that's coming. I don't even know what it's called, but when I get it, I'll be sure to share it with you. But it's all of the Anglo-Saxon path. It's not the path of the African or the Egyptian or the Nubian. It is the opposite path, and it's just as valid. I feel it's just as important. It's just different, and I'm connecting with different ancestors and different spirit guides. And so today I want to do a reading with you. I'm gonna pull a, what do you call these things? A ruin. I'm sorry, I'm new at this. I'm going to pull a ruin for the reading, an overarching reading. But first, let me pray. Okay, so here goes. Spirit, please let us know what is the message for today. And the ruin I have is this. And don't ask me. So my ruins are round, and this is crystal. There's gold markings engraved on crystal. It's a really special looking ruin, set of ruins. So let me find this rune on my list. It is Thurisaz, Thor. And it says protection, polarity, and regeneration. So protection, polarity, and regeneration, which I find very appropriate because I'm healing. So I'm regenerating myself. I'm regenerating from letting the negative go, letting something huge go, and then regenerating. I also, during this process, I had been waiting and to do a yoni cleanse, and I had kept putting it off. And one evening, I got the absolute green light and nudging to go ahead and do that. And it was during this time that I had this surgery and it was healing. So I did that too. And I don't know, the things that are done on a very, what do you call it? Subliminal level or very gentle level sometimes can be the most powerful, have the most powerful impact on you. And you may not even notice the power that those subtle things have. But the more subtle a thing, the more powerful, I believe. That is my thinking. So I'm going to use this new deck. It's called Crystal Grid Oracle, Spiritual Guidance Using Nature's Tools. And it's by Nicola McIntosh. And I love this deck. It's beautiful. I'm working a lot with crystals and doing grids and so forth and so on. And all of this information is coming to me, and I'm gonna have to eventually wind up doing a class for you guys, specifically on specific subjects, but for now, let's do this reading. Spirit, please give us the cards. So I have two cards that came out. One is passion, and one is solutions. Wow, I love that. Passion and solutions. So, the center of this card of passion is Ruby Record Keeper. And this is a grid. If for you guys who don't know what grids are, they're crystals that are aligned in specific ways to generate energy. And the energy that it is generating depends on what's in the center, which is called the generator. Okay, so this is a ruby. And the properties, the spiritual and metaphysical properties of a ruby is what's generating this passion. So obviously, or maybe not so obviously, rubies are associated with passion. And that's as far as I'm going to go with that, because it can get really, really, really deep. We can drive deeper and deeper and deeper. Now, passion connected to solutions. Hyper zenith. I'm not sure what that word is. It's HYPERSTENE. Hyper something. And I'm not sure what that is, but again, that's the stone that is in here, that is in the center. I've never heard of it, but the properties evidently have to do with bringing forth solutions in your life. So passions and solutions. So I'm not surprised because I did that yoni steam, and what that does, I believe, I assert, is clear any old negative energy, any toxicity of your root chakra. It clears out. It steams and heals. They're healing herbs that are in a yoni steam, and they heal you, and they remove negativity and toxicity. So that will allow you to have more passion and create solutions in your life as it regards, love, as it regards relationship, intimate relationship, which is what I believe that we're on to today. I believe that's what this reading is focusing on, in the way of protection, polarity, and regeneration. So we have to protect ourselves We have to balance ourselves where it comes to polarities. We don't want to be too hot, too cold. We want to be in the middle. And we have, and when we protect and balance, our bodies, our spirit, our system automatically regenerates and brings more new, fresh life to us, more new, fresh experiences to us. I hope I'm not losing any of you in this reading. If I am, please put in the remarks what it is that you'd like to see without, if I may request, judgment, without judgment, but with compassion and true inquisitiveness to know, because I'm here to teach, and I'm willing to, provide you guys what you need, but I need to know what that is. So please post in the comments what it is your feelings are about what it is I'm doing here today. Thank you. So now I'm going to go to the angel cards and pull. This is by Kathy Tyler and Joyce Drake, the angel oracle cards. They're mini cards and I love them. And so for passion, I want a couple of cards, and for solutions, I want to pull a few. They're saying 3. Okay, so for passion, I have 2. I have acceptance and education. So let me read acceptance. Acceptance. Let the mist of unworthiness evaporate. Wow. Let the mist of unworthiness evaporate. Move forward and embrace life as it presents itself to you. Practice the art of inclusion and allowing. Wow. So acceptance. So that brings to me mind. So how I was, what's come to me as a new awareness is that I'm a very critical person, and my shadow side is very critical. And I can criticize till the cows come home and be absolutely on point, be 100% right. But it doesn't matter because it doesn't do anything for the relationship. It doesn't do anything for the love. So I've decided to let go of that criticism. And the reason I criticized was probably more than likely because I felt so unworthy, because I had an illusion of unworthiness in my energy, which I let go. I let go. And so now, I feel great. I feel worthy. I feel not threatened. And so I can allow for people to have their faults. I can allow for people to be human and make mistakes and hide their, insecurities or their faults, just like I do. Because none of us are perfect. It's just that we have illusions that we are sometimes, and sometimes some of us have bigger illusions than others, in which case they become egomaniacs and narcissists. So there's a scale, a range of how unworthy you are and how much you do to protect that unworthiness in the ways that it comes out. And it's a choice whether you want to let it go or not. It's a choice whether you want to acknowledge it or not. So acceptance of what is, acceptance of your faults, of your shadow. It's really important that you love and release your shadow side, because it is, and you're always going to have it. This is a world of duality. Hey, there's always going to be shadow and light. So learn how to balance it. Learn how to accept it through educating yourself about it, because what you don't know, you can't change. So use education as a tool. Many different tools. Maybe you take a course on YouTube. Maybe you take one of my courses. Maybe you get with me and you do coaching You know, whatever it is, whatever tools you choose to do it. You know, maybe you go to your priest. I don't know. You know, but do something that is, get with someone who is a little bit higher in vibration than you are, that can see better what your faults are and not be attached to them, so that they can help and guide you out of the trap that you created for yourself in your life. And then that will automatically free up the passion in your life. Okay? That's what they're telling me. Now, we're moving on to solutions. And with solutions, I have gratitude, purpose, and awakening. Gratitude, purpose, and awakening. Well, gratitude, I've been like having this thing about gratitude, about grateful for every little thing in my life. It's been really weird that the level of gratitude and acknowledgement that I give things is substantially different than a year ago. Let's say that. It's not like I'm writing a journal of gratitude, or I tried keeping a gratitude jar. It didn't work. You know, where you take a jar and then you have little pieces of paper and you write different things on it that you're grateful for every day. That didn't work. A journal didn't work. But just me acknowledging and in the moment being present for clean water, for light, for breath, you know, that is unobstructed. Those things. Just me acknowledging and being very, very cognizant and present and in the moment with what it is I have that is in abundance. It's infinite. And I continue to notice and be grateful for things. And in the book it says to be thankful widens the expression of your heart and increases your ability to nourish the good in and around you. And that is definitely my experience. And that is part of the solution. So with gratitude as a tool, you can begin to open up your heart. You can begin to find your passion. You can begin to create solutions in your life where there were none, where you didn't think that there were any, but there are if you're willing to be open. And the next card is purpose that I pulled. And with purpose, they're saying, clarify what you want and align your actions with the desired results. Live with vision, intent, and determination. And that is no small thing. I mean, it may be just a few words, but to live with vision, intention, and determination is a quest. It is a path. It is a life choice. It is a commitment. It requires every iota of your focus and your presence. Intention is nothing to play with. Okay? When you get clear about what your vision is and you get intent and committed and determined to achieve that, no matter what the illusion is, you're unstoppable. That is a solution in your life to whatever it is that is a challenge. So, purpose. And the last card we have is awakening. And what they say about awakening is, let the sun illuminate parts of you that are dormant, numb, or forgotten. Oh yeah. Rub the sleep from your eyes and welcome the new dawn. Yeah, because it's a new earth, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new you, it's a new me. So leave all of that garbage that weighed you down. They're showing me somebody carrying a bunch of like a huge black bag like Santa Claus carries, but it has garbage in it that you've been carrying. Leave that shit in the past. Let it go. Awaken to your purpose. Be grateful. Accept who you are. Love who you are, whether it's good or bad, right or wrong. You know, allow for the space of acceptance in your life for yourself and others. And constantly be in the mode of educating yourself, because there is so much to learn in this earth school. There's so much to learn. And you are only going to be much better for it, in a much better position, in a much better experience for making the effort to achieve, to change, to shift, to cleanse, to love, to share light. Yes, you are. So I'm closing out the reading with Messages from Your Angels by Dorine Virtue. And the message is, Sonia, I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. And with that, I thank you for coming. I ask that you like and subscribe to my channel. It creates abundance for you and for me. It's a cycle of give and take. When we receive, it's always an opportunity to give back. And it doesn't have to be in the same way that you receive that you give back, but it's an opportunity. So like, subscribe, and comment. I'd like to hear what you have to say. I thank you. Namaste.